Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, where previously Antonia and Publius managed to finally get to Fort Ankylis, where we can actually do some goddamn Legion quests. I think we may have even been given one already, but I don't remember what it was. This was a little while ago. It's been a few weeks. Right. Okay, yeah, the last thing we did was apparently the Kobold quest. So that's alright. I guess I had the foresight not to accept a new quest while I was ending the stream. Probably smart of me, actually. Well done, past me. You made the right choice. So this guy I don't think will give us orders, will he? Yeah, he's not the commander of the fort. You'll want to speak with Commander Rajana upstairs. Word of advice, if you ever think of something the commander tells you to do is questionable, speak with me. Okay, Rajana tends to be unaware of how the local Hlalu operate. Right, okay. So she's not corrupt, she's just a noob. So, Rajana. Where would we find Rajana?
What say you?
That's good. Just take us out back outside, isn't it? And you might do, dude. You are so close to falling off the edge.
What say you?
Just don't. You can't push people in this, can you? Not like in the other games. Aha! You look like a Rajana, yes. I don't think we've been introduced, Traveller. Traveller, is it? I'm here. Oh, advancement would be nice, but no. You want orders? Good. Your first orders are to bring Athrin Lendo to justice. Athrin Lendo is a notorious smuggler in the region. Hlalu have failed to enforce Imperial law, thus it falls upon us to do the job. Go to Sebarmul by following the road west out of Tain, then turning south onto the dirt footpath until you reach a cave. Navigate the cavern until you find the notorious smuggler. Execute him and report back to me. Okay. Go to Sebarmul by following the road west out of Tain. Where's Tain? Then turning south. Okay. Right. Gonna have a little chat with the man downstairs. If I can remember how to get back downstairs.
What say you?
I don't think there's only 9 viewers right now. I'm pretty sure Twitch's viewer count is being a bit laggy. I would take that figure with a grain of salt. You Publius! Now is not the time!
What say you?
There you go, you see?
Please, feel free. Talk at your leisure.
Right, this is Athrin Lendo. He's a criminal, but some say he's affiliated with the Commander Tom. The Harley probably chose to overlook his crimes rather than risk repercussions. Okay then. Well. Where the heck is Tain? Savrethi Distillery. It's weird that has a map marker. Left Tunch. Oh yeah, I remember that place. Where the heck is Tain? I feel like we've been to Tain. The name rings a bell. But... yeah, Tain is just over that way somewhere. I think it might be the town we're right next to, actually. Just didn't recall. Yeah, that's got to be Tain over there. I just didn't remember the name of it. Why is it so difficult to get to the town from the fort? It feels really irritating that that's the case. Could somebody not build a bridge going across here? That'd be fantastic. Make life so much easier. Never mind. Also, look at the barnacles on that thing. Woof. Also the fact that the goddamn... You know what, actually? Screw this. I'm going to use the floaty belt. Because the road also like goes all the way up round that way as well. It takes ages to get from the fort to the... and it's so annoying. Luckily, though, I'm going to use our levitation belt to make this a lot less painful. I almost forgot for a minute that I had it.
We're watching you. Scout.
Floaty belt, where are you? There you are. Otis Redding, if I'm reading that correctly. Thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gameplay at 22 minutes on 7 minutes. Chat was kind of quiet today, to be honest, Pete, so I figured I might as well just get on with the game. Oh, there we go. I managed to avoid getting soaked. And we'll probably just be fixed up. As soon as I can find an enchanter and as soon as I can find the correct spell. I need a cure disease and maybe cure blight disease spell, and then I need to be able to find an enchanter who will enchant a doodad with cure disease and cure blight disease on target, and then hopefully that will fix him. Okay. Follow the road west out of town, then turning south onto the dirt footpath.
What say you?
So this way. How are we doing right now? Well fed, hydrated, well rested. Probably need to stop at an inn and get our bottles and whatnot refilled, don't we? What food have we got on us at the moment? There's some bread, that'll do. Right, this would be the dirt footpath, I hope.
Watching you. Scout.
Hey, Macmillan. Thank you very much for the 5 months. Welcome back. Whoa. Nice try, Ratty. Nice try. Shall we? For potion making purposes. Hello. Who are you guys? For some reason you don't look entirely legit, but I'm... yeah. Halt, citizen, you must pay the road toll. Toll's 100 septims, just pay up. I'm so glad that this is an option. I was about to say, do they not know who I am? Do you know who I am? Just for old time's sake. I am a Knight of the Legion. Stand aside. I'm terribly sorry for bothering you, Mum. Carry on.
Outlander.
All right, I'm listening.
I would have preferred it if it was I am a Knight of the Imperial Legion, you are clearly imposters. You're under arrest. That would have been a better option, but still. Nobody breaks the law on my watch, etc., etc., etc. Sorry, what, Venator? Don't to know who I am? Is that Vatha's Ulven after he received a particularly nasty blow to the head? Oh dear. We're getting off track here. This is not where we need to be. I'm not convinced this is where we need to be even remotely, actually. Hello, Cruxus. And Deacon as well, hello. But we're still following this goddamn footpath, hoping it's going to eventually lead to a cave, but I'm increasingly starting to think that this is not the one. I am really getting the impression that this ain't it, Chief, as they say. Oh my god, what? Oh, just an angry Guar. Go away. Greetings and salutations, my friend on the road. A moment of your time, if you please. Come closer so we can discuss business. Is that a noose? What's going on here? Well met, friend. My name is Vespertius Pertinax, and I'm offering you the opportunity of a lifetime to buy this rope. Yes, for only 300 septims, this rope here is yours. What nonsense is this? This is hardly nonsense, my friend. I am dead serious. Are you going to pay for the rope or not? No thanks, I don't need it. You do need to buy the rope, you just don't know it yet. Allow me to explain. The owner of a property gets to dictate what is done with said property, correct? Presently, I am the owner of this rope, and I have this queer notion of putting that noose around your neck and hoisting you up to hang from that tree. Now, if you were the owner of that rope, you could decide that it shouldn't be used in such a way. So, you see, I think you should at least consider buying it, my friend. I'm not giving you anything! This has gotten a bit Python-esque, hasn't it, this? A shame. Well, up to you. Up you go. Oh, I see. You've got a little paralyzed sword. How cute. Nice one, Publius. Lots of scoundrels on the road today. Wow, Fortify Attack exclusive. That's a rare potion. I'm going to drink the speed one just for giggles. Morrowind? Yes. Willis the Noaween. Well, that's a nice view. Oh yeah, with a weird shipwreck on the mountain up there. Maybe this is the cave we're supposed to get to. It's a cave and it's on a dirt path. I'm grasping at straws here now. Athenad. No, Sebamul is the one we want. Oh, bother. This is the quintessential Morrowind experience right here. It truly is. Clearly I've been here before. Well, folks, looks like it's another road trip as we desperately try and find this cave. Make yourselves comfortable. Oh, and just like that, ad break. What about this one? Elandad. No, that's not it either. Whee! Have a bit of skiing in Morrowind. It's not for you, not for the submarinos. The sub club. The old submarines in the chat. We're good. I wonder if this is it. Nope. Okay, curiosity demands. Wow. I just wanted to see like the animation and whatnot. I didn't realize it was gonna friggin' kill me in one shot. That's amazing. Are you missing the jetpack yet? To be honest with you, not really, no. I still find the Starfield jetpack a bit fucking useless. Although it is quite funny to use it sometimes. Since I recently got the skill upgrade that gives you a bit more jetpack boost capacity. And I've now discovered that on a planet with low enough Gs, you can actually use it to continuously gain altitude once you've got that skill. I have a pretty hilarious screenshot of me like floating along above the surface of a moon at about 6,000 feet. Because I basically I tried to board a spaceship that was taking off, and I couldn't actually get into the spaceship, and I got stuck in the cargo hold. Not the cargo hold, but like the boarding ramp area after the ramp had come up. And if you do that, as the ship is taking off, you'll go up there with it until eventually the physics engine just kind of gives up, and you'll clip straight out through the ramp and go out and fall back down to Earth. But in my case, it was on a very low G planet, and I had my boost pack, and so I just spent a little while just flying around about 6k feet, admiring the view. Well, we got a little ruined hamlet of some sort here. Oh, hello. Do we have any stew in our pot at the moment, or is it empty? The kettle's nearly empty. Cooking pot's empty as well, alright. Let's empty the teapot. Kettle. It's not a teapot, it's a kettle. Functionally the same bloody thing though, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I was just talking about Starfield. I like the Dwemer ruin just lurking in the water over there. Alright, so back where we were. We came west out of the Tane, we went up the footpath, and we did not find a goddamn cave. This is Morrowind. Welcome to Morrowind, ladies and gentlemen. The classic Morrowind experience right here. West out of Tane, then turning south onto the dirt footpath until you reach a cave. I could not disagree with you more, Gap Control. I'm absolutely loving Starfield. I think it's possibly the best Bethesda game that they've put out in years. Easily my favourite since Skyrim. I've put nearly 40 or 50 hours into the game now, and I'm still learning new mechanics and doing new stuff and really enjoying the quests and all the role-playing options and stuff. I'm loving the dialogue options in a lot of the quests. It's a really big thing I noticed when I was playing it through yesterday. It's just tons and tons of dialogue options and different ones that become available if you have certain perks and stuff. Like I have empath with my character at the minute, and that ends up giving me quite a lot, very, very frequently, quite a lot of additional dialogue options when dealing with NPCs. It's just fucking great, man. I'm loving it. I'm really impressed. It took a while to get going, but I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, the background stuff is fantastic, isn't it? It gives you a ton of replay value. I can't wait to go back and do another character early at this point with a just totally different set of background traits. You see any caves anywhere, Publius? I'm worried that maybe I'm missing it because I'm getting distracted. I'm also really enjoying the main quest of it so far. I got a little bit more of it done yesterday. I'm really, really enjoying the main quest so far. It's my favourite they've done since... Based on what I've played of it so far, anyway, it's my favourite they've done since Morrowind. I love that they have finally dropped the whole false sense of urgency that they always used to do in their main quests, where it's like, you gotta go do this thing right now, otherwise the world's going to end! It's actually more just like, no, you can do this when you've got some free time. Feel free to go out there, explore the world, and, you know, when you feel like doing it, you can come along and do this next bit. Nice Sheogorath statue over there, by the way. And honestly, I've been loving just exploring planets, just going around scanning things, doing surveys and stuff. Finding a random giant mushroom forest or a bunch of crystals. I found like a weird, like, sort of like earthquake fissure or something on one planet, and it was every if you were in a certain radius of it, every now and again you'd hear a massive boom and the ground would shake. It was amazing. It jump scared the crap out of me when it first happened. Oh, here's a cave. Here's a cave. Is this what we missed? Is this one we're supposed to get to finally? No. God damn it, I found like 3 caves and they're all the wrong one. You like the companions? I've only recruited a few so far, but they've been, yeah, pretty entertaining. I mean, what do you want, Veneto? It's, you know, it's a relatively realistic take on our galaxy. There is going to be a lot of planets out there and moons that are just balls of rock. Like, what do you want, really? I mean, they have a gameplay purpose because they have resources on them that you can extract by setting up outposts and things. But you know, seriously. Gotcha. But there's also a lot of really interesting planets out there. You just got to go looking for them. I haven't even touched any of the faction quest lines yet. I'm like 50 hours into the game, haven't joined a single faction. That's how much stuff there is going on in that game for you to mess around with. I love it. By the time I'd played about 50 hours of Skyrim, I think I'd probably already completed 1 or 2 guilds. 50 hours into Starfield, I'm not even considering joining another faction. I'm way too interested in what I'm already doing. Publius, I think we're lost, my friend. Alright, let's go back to the start and try this again. Yeah, Reach is in the game, yep. I'm really impressed with it so far. I think we're still in the honeymoon phase a little bit, but I mean, I think it might be my favorite vanilla Bethesda game that they've released in a long time. I've never played a vanilla Bethesda game and felt like I had quite this much stuff to do. I remember playing Fallout 4 for the first time, and I basically, after one playthrough, I felt like I'd done virtually every quest in the game. I'd been to all of the map. I'd done virtually every quest. After playing the game literally just once, I kind of felt like I'd seen everything. And the only replay value I could find was coming back to do settlement building with mods and things. Whereas with Starfield, like, I'm already planning future playthroughs in my head as I go along. Right, we're back at the start. Let's try going a bit further along in case for some reason this is not the dirt footpath that we were supposed to bloody use. Can you be a bad guy in Starfield? Oh yeah, you can. Oh hell yeah, you can. I'm playing a goody two-shoes character in Starfield at the moment, and I'm actually kind of, I'm already thinking my next playthrough is going to be as an absolute scumbag. Alright, we have another dirt footpath, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe this is the one we were supposed to take. Ugh. Morrowind directions! They are amazing. Do you know I've barely explored the cities as well in Starfield? In 50 hours in, I've still not been to all the cities, and the ones I have been to, I've barely explored. I think New Homestead might be the only one I've explored the most. Like New Atlantis, and I've been to a number of times, but like I've never really had a proper good look around yet. And I went to Neon extremely briefly and had a look around and was like, my god, there's so much stuff here, I don't even know where to begin. And then I just left again because I had a quest elsewhere. Like, apparently there's a freaking museum in New Atlantis somewhere that I didn't even know existed. I haven't been there yet. I couldn't find it yet. Yeah, I've not even been to Aquila yet. I know it exists. I know it's out there somewhere, but I've not been to Aquila yet. 50 fucking hours into the game, still not been to the majority of the cities. Starfield is huge. It's huge!
You should
Well, no cave, on the other hand. Like I'm deliberately trying to avoid picking up more quests at the moment because my quest log is already so full. In Starfield at the moment, I'm like, no more quests. I have enough on my plate, game. Damn it, stop it. Really enjoy the space combat. It's very reminiscent of Free Space. I never played Free Space. It's one of those games I missed out on. I had a friend who was absolutely obsessed with it, though. He loved that game. I have to admit, I do like the space combat, though. Especially since I've upgraded my ship and it's no longer a piece of trash. Well, these are caves, but they're not the caves we're looking for, as usual. Oh, hang on a minute. My brain did a fart there. My brain absolutely let one rip for a second there. I thought you meant freelancer. I got freelancer and free space confused in my head. I've played the shit out of free space too. Freelancer's the one I missed out on. That's the one you can't buy anywhere anymore due to weird rights, copyright reasons. Apologies. Yeah, I've played the shit out of free space too. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Well, well, Dirt Footpath, we meet again. I'm starting to wonder if the directions are wrong and they actually meant east out of Tain and not west out of Tain. Yeah, I'd like it if you could, like, furnish the interior of your ship a bit. That'd be nice. Although I have to admit, I love it! There was a little subtitle at the bottom of the screen that said, "Oh, not again," just as the game crashed. How perfect. Well, welcome to my desktop, ladies and gentlemen. Very briefly. Anyway. What was I saying before that happened? Yeah, it'd be nice if you could furnish the interior of your ship. Although, I did spend like an hour yesterday running around the interior of my ship, just hand placing objects and stuff to make the place look more cluttered and lived in. It's just the things that I do when I get incredibly immersed in a video game. Like I have like a crew quarters downstairs, and I spent entirely too long just putting pots and pans and bowls and plates and things on the side to make it look like we had washing up to do. Putting pans on the hob, which was really tricky because the physics didn't like me trying to put pans on the hob. Yeah, I know. I've had that happen before at Spot. I've basically decided I'm never going to alter the razor leaf ever again. It's just staying like it is for now. If I want to change things up, I'm just going to get a new ship. Although, you know, everything does go into your cargo initially, Spot. But I noticed that after a little while, like, it kind of resets because. I did edit the ship, everything went into my cargo, and I was like, oh my god, really? And I went around hand placing a lot of it back down. And then after a little while, after like a couple of in-game days, the interior of the ship kind of reset, and it respawned all of the items that had gotten shoved into the cargo, but in addition to the ones I'd already put down. So I ended up with a bunch, I think it's kind of a bug, I think. I ended up with a bunch of duplicate items. But yes, the crew quarters of my ship now looks like a delightful mess. There's just crockery everywhere, just clutter all over the place. It looks fantastic. Spent entirely too long messing around with it. Alright, let's go along this way looking for a footpath instead. On the off chance that the directions were the wrong way around. Cargo space is your biggest issue with the game? How? Just slap more cargo modules on. What are you doing? You have 3.5k cargo and you still want more? Jesus Christ. What have you got that's taking up 3.5k cargo space? Sweet mother of God, man. I think I have a cargo capacity of about 400 or something on my ship at the minute, and I never fill it up. What have you lunatics been doing? Playing like Fallout 4, yeah, maybe. They're just literally grabbing everything that's not nailed down and shoving it into the cargo. Well, I don't think the directions were reversed, because that footpath didn't lead us to a cave either. Wow, welcome to the stream where I run around trying to find one goddamn cave for 3 hours. Resources. Well, you see, I'd need resources if I actually wanted to bother with the crafting system, which I don't, so therefore I don't pick up resources. Fuck resources. Don't care. I can live without making my spacesuit 10% better. If it means I don't have to carry around 1K's worth of cargo space and resources in order to be able to make mods. Having said that, though, I am still a little bit of a sucker for weapon mods. I've got a... What's the big long rifle? It's got the kind of wooden stock on it. It's like a lawgiver or something. I've got one of those with a really sweet little scope on it and an extended barrel and whatnot, and it's just... I've got like 500 rounds for it at any given time as well. It's like my go-to weapon of choice at the moment. The lawgiver, yeah, that's the one. Although I did find an old world sniper rifle. It was that. What's the name of that? That Russian semi-auto sniper rifle, not the Dragonov, but like the smaller one. It's called the VK or something. I just slaughtered a peaceful Guar. I feel really bad. The one, the VSS SVD something. You can get it, a lot of them in Stalker when you play Stalker. I got one of those, though unfortunately it was it's excellent, but I went through the ammo really quickly for it, so I'm back to using the lawgiver now. VSS Venturers, I think it might be that one. Old World Hunting Rifle, yeah, that's the one it's called in game. It's gonna be hilarious once the modding community gets their hands on it properly, because like you're gonna be able to install mods that let you have like an MP40 in space. Gonna be running around with a fucking World War I vintage Lee Enfield in space. I want to get a brown best musket. I want someone to add that to the game. Dude, the pump action shotgun's really nice. The old world pump action shotty. That's one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. It's so nice. Feels so good to use. It's just like the shotgun in Doom. The original Doom, I mean. It's way better than your modern one as well. I've got 3 shotguns. I've got the Coachman, which is fun. I've got the pump action old world one, and I've got the shotty, the sort of one hand one that's got it's like semi-auto with 12 cartridges, and you can unload it super fast. It just goes boom, 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 and you end up pointing at the ceiling because the recoil on it is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I've been using that as well quite a lot, and it's never gets boring. You just walk into a room full of spaces and you just pull the trigger a whole bunch of times, and suddenly they're all dead. It's a beautiful thing. Hamuzadit. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's another cave that isn't the one we're looking for. I am this close to just using the console to COC on the damn cave because I'm getting so sick of looking for it. There's a minigun? You could buy a minigun in your... Okay, well, I know what I'm doing when I load up the game later today.
We're watching you, scum.
It's prime cave country, isn't it, Cruxus? That's for sure. Kleos, thank you very much for the 28 months subbage. Welcome back. Oh, it's a micro gun. Costs about 30k. Is there a flamethrower, alien style? Wouldn't be surprised me if there wasn't a flamethrower. I got the arc welder or whatever it's called. That's one of my favorite guns. You completed BG3. Nice one. Still looking forward to playing it. Someday. Eventually. Alright. I've officially had enough. I'm using the I haven't had to do this since the dark days of playing Morrowind for the first time back in the day when I couldn't find anything because the directions were shite. And where it's just like playing it back in 2004 all over again. I love it. So we're gonna do what I did back in those days, which is to go COC Sebarmul. Thankfully, thanks to that easy escort mod, he's teleported with us. So, out of curiosity, where was this fucking cave? Oh my god, it was here the entire time. How many times did I walk past this? Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, when you come from this direction, it is kind of... Yeah, if you're looking straight ahead, like now, you never see it. Oh. Right then. Grandmaster's probe, nice. Stop taunting the rat, Publius. It's a little extra, my friend. A little too extra. Arr? Okay, there we go. He wasn't attacking us, he was just randomly going, arr! He was practicing his scary cry. All that for just this rando. Don't believe it. What's anything of interest here? Besides him, it's like some raw glass down there or something. The glass deposit. What's the end game for this playthrough? I think I'll just finish the Legion at this point, honestly. I was thinking about doing Redoran as well, but no, I don't think so. I think I think by the time we've finished with the Legion, I think that'll be it for Publius and Antonia. Really. we will have seen enough of these characters by that point. And then we'll have to find something else to stream on Sundays. We'll come back to Morrowind again, I'm sure. We always do. But I would like a nice break from it after finishing this. BG2. Now, we already do Baldur's Gate on Thursdays and... No, Fridays and Saturdays. Thursdays at the moment is our sort of random Total War mod showcase thing. No, not BG3. We're doing BG3 after we finish BG1 and 2. Goodness me. Chat. Get it together. Skyrim streams? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing Tyranny. I'm not doing another Infinity Engine style game on top of Baldur's Gate at the same time. Forget it. That's not happening. Will there be more Arthurian Total War streams? I wouldn't. Never say never. Although I'm not actually planning to do any more Arthurian Total War streams right now. I might do a YouTube series of it one day, though. Floaty belt activate! Underrail? No, not in a million years. I watched Warlocracy's video on Underrail, and I enjoyed the video, but it was enough to convince me I don't think I ever want to play Underrail. Just not my kind of game. Stardew Valley. Yeah, I would unironically rather play Stardew Valley than Underrail any day of the week. Sims 3. Do you know? That's not a bad suggestion. We had to stop making Sims 3 videos because Sims 3 hates my video recording software, but I think it's okay with OBS. How the heck do we get... Which is the right entrance? I've forgotten now. It's AWOL. It means absent without leave. It's an acronym.
What say you? What say you?
I feel like I've already gone the wrong way. Hold on. Yes, No, we've got to go this way. Right. Lendo is dead. Good work, Night Bachelor. We can't let criminals flout the law as they please. Take this spear, fresh from the armory. Speak to me when you're ready with further orders. My God, now that was a quest, which 90% of would have been cut out were this a video on YouTube instead of a stream. Whew. I've been given a silver spear that I don't even want either, as well. Brilliant. Your next orders are to bring justice to a criminal. His name is Ralam Hlan. He resides at Passer Sur Lookout. Ralam Hlan was a Kimono Tong enforcer in his youth and committed myriad offences, including skooma trafficking and murder. However, he's never faced justice and is now living out a peaceful retirement. Go to Passer Sur Lookout, northwest of Almasthea and northeast of Indal Rune, and find evidence of Hlan's crimes. I believe Cathelamar downstairs has some additional information regarding this. Northwest of Almasthea. Alright, Publius is figuring out the door. I'm over encumbered because she gave me that damn spear. We're over encumbered extremely in general, actually. What's the deal with that? Why are we so overloaded right now? Ah, the ebony crossbow certainly isn't helping, is it? But I like the ebony crossbow. Is the thing. I like it. Oh, we've got this thing, haven't we, as well? The Escutcheon of Dunemarken. No idea what to do with that, honestly. For now, it can live on this barrel. Enunciation for Thespians. That can live on this table. We got some repair hammers we might as well use as well. There we go. We are carrying an awful lot of potions, admittedly. Certainly doesn't help. Seafarer's ring. I forgot we picked that up. Yeah, we can water walk whenever we like with that thing. Handy. Very handy. Hell, I don't know why we're not wearing it, honestly. I mean, the only other rings I had on were just like, like on-use rings, so... There we go, I can water walk now. Well, don't hold your horses there, Dodfer. I didn't promise you Sims 3. I just said it was a nice idea. Calm down there, Sonny. When don't jump the gun.
Feel free. Talk at your leisure.
Right, I believe that matter is resolved. Yes. Other guy, different dude. Ralum Hlan, that was the one. I understand Commander ordered you to raid Passasur Lookout. I must urge you to reconsider. If Ralum Hlan was a criminal in his youth, he must face justice, but simply barging into a Hlalu holding and arresting the commander of a garrison of watchmen is sure to cause some diplomatic tension. The Hlalu are the Empire's only true allies in Morrowind, and it is important that we not needlessly anger them. Alright, what should I do instead? Here is what you must do. Search Passasur Tower for evidence, then go to Andothrin and speak with the Honourable Magistrate Genonia Melitus. She will ensure that Ralum Hlan sees justice through a fair court of law, rather than being thrown to the Commander's wolves. You can find her in the Imperial Commission on the western side of Andothrin in the Manor District. Alright, so go to Passasur Tower, find evidence, take it back to that chick in Andothrin. Okay. Now, where is the barracks? We need to sleep.
Welcome. Care to talk?
What say you?
Excuse me. That was right on cue, that yawn, wasn't it? Ooh, check that out. Little incense burning thing. That's a very good smoke effect for Morrowind, isn't it? I don't suppose you sell spells, do you? No. Oh, damn. Where does everyone here sleep? Where's the barracks? Must be in the other building, I suppose. Unless... Oh, here we go. This'll do. Right. I don't know how many hours of sleep we need. We'll rest for 10. Which takes us to 2 PM. So we've slept in big time. But we are well rested now. Oh, I suppose my water bottles all being full of water might be influencing my carry capacity as well, now I think about it. Carrying like a big pot full of water around. Weight 17, yeah. Nom nom scuttle. We love scuttle. I don't think Neverwinter Nights will be a YouTube thing. Neverwinter Nights will not be a stream thing. It'll be a YouTube thing. I would say that maybe Neverwinter Nights 2 could be fun, but honestly, Baldur's Gate 3 is such a similar looking game to Neverwinter Nights 2 that I'd rather just wait and play Baldur's Gate 3. So that way I don't end up playing two extremely similar games at the same time. I'm going this way out of force of habit, but I am realizing that that's not really where I want to be. Because Almasthea is down here, and we need to be like northwest of it somewhere, don't we? Northwest of Almasthea and northeast of Indalrune. Now, luckily, both of those are marked on our map. So, it's like here. It's a bit of a walk, isn't it? Maybe we should get to Andorthrun and see if we can get a boat to Almasthea from there. Oh, I loved Gothic. Gothic was great. I had a grand old time with Gothic. It's Gothic 2 that scares me. OG Gothic 1, fucking fantastic. Absolutely love it. One of my all-time favourite games. Gothic 2, on the other hand. I don't know if it's possible to have PTSD about something you've not actually done yet. It feels like you could have made a Red Dwarf episode out of that, but, yeah. Night of the Raven. Yes, I've heard Night of the Raven is the way to go, but unfortunately it makes the game stupidly difficult. Pre-traumatic stress disorder, I like it. Why was Gothic 2 worse? Because Gothic 2 with Night of the Raven is a min-maxing nightmare. It is an incredibly difficult game that is incredibly hard to get through if you don't know what you're doing. I've watched Kilgore and Variax both play Gothic 2 Night of the Raven, and both of them got frothing mad at the game because they got so frustrated with it. And those guys are both way more patient than I am when it comes to old video games and their associated horse manure. It's a Django vibe, not a Dave. Yes, that's an excellent way of putting it, yeah. Equine feces. I'm sorry, Cruxus. You are not the first Gothic 2 fan who's come along and told me, "Oh, come on, man, it's not that bad, really. It's fine. I've played the game for 20 years, and I'm convinced it's completely okay. I know the game back to front and everything in it, so obviously to me it doesn't seem difficult." But yeah, no, man. I've watched two of my favorite streamers who are very patient, unflappable gents in virtually every game they play, driven to the brink of insanity by trying to play Gothic 2 Night of the Raven blind for the first time. And I don't think I'm feeling brave enough to throw my hat in the ring. Kilgore is super chill all the time. Can't even imagine him getting mad. Yeah, same deal with Variax. Both incredibly super chilled out guys who grew up playing very frustrating games, so they're used to that kind of stuff. And both of them just lost their shit playing Gothic 2. And Dothran really is just a marvellous city, isn't it? Very impressive to look at. At the moment, I think the most likely thing for Sundays for me at the moment is I'd probably either a Total War campaign or maybe Stalker Anomaly. That's kind of what I'm feeling at the moment. Hello, Svog. Oh, useless Svog. Won't take me anywhere. What about you? Almasthir, perfect. Welcome to Almasthir, everybody. We went here in the Fathest Let's Play. I believe this is all getting totally redesigned again in a future TR update. I don't know why. I'm sure they have their reasons. I think it's perfectly fine as it is.
It's a strippy trick, all right.
Okay. So, it's over here somewhere. In fact, that's probably it right there, right? I mean, that's a watchtower, although there's another one in the distance too. We'll have to check them both out, I suppose. Before you even try and start any shit, Mr. Disease Mode Crab, let's just take care of you, shall we? Like how this blends so smoothly into the terrain. Because that right there, that's got to be a 3D object. That's not part of the world mesh. But they've made it look really smooth. I've streamed Subnautica in the past. I basically, the only reason I stopped is because I just got tired of the resource collection. I reached a point where I had to build a new big submarine, and the game required me to harvest so many resources to do it. I just got bored. It was too much. Yeah, basically, I got to the grindy portion of the game and I kind of lost interest. I'd been really enjoying it up till that point. This is the place. Here we go. Used to capture this lookout. Doesn't do a lot of work though. It's practically a retirement post. Nice hat, dude. Tullo Verotus, an Imperial taxman at your service. I was en route to Indral Ruin, but sought temporary shelter here after it became obvious I was being followed. Okay, I smell a side quest. No, I'm not being paranoid. You're aware of what becomes of what becomes of unwary taxmen in this lawless corner of the Empire? They get mugged and murdered, that's what. I'm sure that even now, as we speak, someone is out there, waiting for me to come out. Perhaps if we were to travel together, you could escort me safely to Indral Ruin. I don't carry much gold with me, mind you, but I will pay. Alright, maybe, dude. Right now, though, I actually have a bit of an investigation to conduct here.
I'm not busy now. What do you need? Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Don't mind me, just having a bit of a poke around.
What are you guarding it?
Hello, Relum. Not very often we get an Imperial soldier down here. What can I do for you? I'm just an old watchman waiting out my days. Do you like the view from Passus Sur, Outlander? Stop and take it in if that's your interest. My name is Ralam Hlan. Before my sight began to fade, I gave up my post as the captain of Atron Oren's household guard. Now I'm nominally in charge of the Passusur lookout, enjoying my retirement. Okay.
Make a clean line. Those boots are ruined. It's you. Can I help you?
Well, the search for it. Oh. It's just some booze hidden away back there. Nothing crazy. Oh, hello. Raelum, that Enwar from the census is causing our operation far too much trouble. Go to Tain, end the life of the taxman Pilius Varen. Simulate our usual hideout for your payment. Bum bum bum! Your journal has been updated. I found a note describing a murder for hire plot involving Raelum Hlalan while I was jumping around on his washing basket. Not suspicious at all. Alright, well, I think that's probably all we need. Let's go save this poor taxman. And we'll take this note to the magistrate. This is a different taxman, actually. Still. Yeah, come with me, dude. Thank you, Antonio. Indal Rune's not far away. We should head south, walk across the bridge, and turn west to the next crossroads. Keep an eye out for anyone suspicious. Let's go. Alright, come on then. Mr. Taxman. Now, which way? It was this way. Yeah, Subnautica, it did not feel that grindy up to a point. Like I said, it was a very specific point where I had to build a big submarine to continue further in the game's kind of overall story or whatever. I had to build the large submarine, and it required a small mountain of resources to do that. Up until that point, it had been perfectly fine. But then when we had to make the big submarine, that was when I was like, oh god, I really don't have the patience to go gathering all these resources. Right, well, an Imperial taxman crossing my bridge. All Imperial taxmen must pay a special brigde toll of 200 septims. TR devs, I found you a typo you need to fix. Pay up or I'll send you swimming. You don't scare me. Tough guy, are you? Well, tell you what, Antonia. If you help me rob this taxman, I'll split the plunder even with you. 100 septims for you, 100 septims for me. What do you say? No way, now let us pass. Steady on with the shock balls there, Publius. It's a bit much, mate. Ooh, exquisite pants, huh? What are my current pants like? I have expensive pants. I shall have some exquisite pants now, please. You may have my old expensive ones. Never liked them anyway, they look kind of weird. I don't know what's up with the road textures here. They're very low quality, aren't they? I might have installed the wrong ones when I was installing Tamriel Rebuilt. I might have accidentally selected the low res version, or something. But I mean, this looks fairly high res, so I don't really know where I've gone wrong there. It's like one of those things that's meant to keep cats away. You looked it up there yourself, that's just how it looks. Ah, you had the same problem then. Okay, alright. Normally I just, with these things, I assume that I've I've screwed it up somewhere, because usually that's why it's gone all weird. It's because I problem exists between keyboard and chair, right? But I'm glad to know on this occasion it's an actual bug. That was a mistake. There you go. You can have your cork bulb back, for goodness sake. Ugh. Really precious about your cork bulb, huh? I hope I didn't lose anything important from my inventory there. I don't think Antonio steals very often, so I don't think that's an issue. No, the incriminating letter was not a stolen item. That's how I was able to get it without the guy going berserk. It's not owned, so... Right, is this guy gonna be like... Is he happy yet? Oh yeah, here we go. Now here we are. Thank you for escorting me safely to Indar, and here's the reward I promised you. 50 septims, you've earned it. There we go. Lovely. Anyway, yeah. What's our post-Morrowind shortlist then at the moment? We've got Sims 3, we've got Total War, we've got Stalker Anomaly. I'm trying to think there's some other stuff. Death Stranding? I don't know. I feel like Death Stranding is more of a me play that by myself with a podcast on kind of a game. I won't rule it out, but... Right, we need to get our asses back to Andothran. No, Darkness over Daggerford, we are saving that for a YouTube series. You see the classic Tomb Raiders are being remastered? You mean again? Because wasn't that Tomb Raider anniversary? Metal Gear Solid Collection comes out next month. Ooh, what's in that? Is that for PC? Yes. Which games are in it? Because I've been meaning to play through the Metal Gear Solid franchise for a very long time. But there's never been a very convenient way for me to do it without actually getting out the old PS2 or running up an emulator. MGS 1, 2, and 3. Ooh. 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 Ooh, I could go for that. I mean, I have 1 and I think maybe 2 from GOG. I know I definitely have MGS 1 from GOG. But 3 I know is the one that you couldn't get on PC. MGS 1 on GOG was a bit wonky. Yeah, you had to install some sort of patch, otherwise it was a bit broken and dodgy, right? I'm so hungry. 2 and 3 are not on GOG. I thought 2 was. Why did I think 2 was on GOG?
So where are you from?
2 is a pretty short. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not misremembering that. Or maybe we both are. Obviously, we'll have to stream a bit of Total War Pharaoh when that comes out in October. So that could very well end up being our post-Morrowind game for the simple reason that the timing would be basically perfect. I think this is the building we want up here. Oh, it was, but it was delisted. Interesting. Probably delisted because they're making this new collection, right? That's what the cynic in me is saying. Yeah. Okay. Honorable Magistrate Genonia Melitus. I assume she's here. Maybe. Somewhere. Whoa. Wow, check this place out. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, there she is. Well, that citizen, I am Genonia Melitus, Andothran's Imperial Magistrate. What is it that you want? Hear about Ralum Hlan. This note seems quite incriminating. I'll have Mr. Hlan stand trial for his crimes. Thank you for bringing this to me, Antonia. There we go, job done. Baldur's Gate Dahrk Alliance. Yeah, I've streamed those in the past. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, I definitely streamed Dahrk Alliance 2. I remember, because we went through Bloodmire Manor. Right. Gotta go back this way to Tane. Yeah, I was the same, Nosy. I didn't know that there was actually, you know, Baldur's Gate to me was Dahrk Alliance, so I was not aware at the time that there was this whole other pair of games that originally came out that it was a spin-off of. Because I was not an RPG player back then, really. The only RPGs I'd played were Baldur's Gate Dahrk Alliance and Dungeons & Dragons Heroes, which were both sort of Diablo-style hack and slashes. My first proper RPG was probably Neverwinter Nights on the PC, swiftly followed by this game. Which is why I weirdly have fond memories of the Neverwinter Nights vanilla campaign. Because at the time, for context, if you've never played the Neverwinter Nights original vanilla campaign, it's garbage. It's one of the worst RPG campaigns that BioWare has ever produced. But at the time, because it was my first proper RPG, I didn't know any better. It was just my first time playing any kind of RPG of this sort, and I had a great time with it. Because I was innocent and ignorant and didn't know any better. And so I thought, oh, this is really fun. And then I played other RPGs that were much better and was like, oh, okay. First RPG, huh? May have been KOTOR 1. Yeah, I think KOTOR 1 was definitely like the third I played, because I'm positive the first I played was Neverwinter Nights, then then Morrowind, and then I think Knights of the Old Republic must have been number 3. Knights of the Old Republic to this day in my head kind of sets the tone for what a BioWare RPG is. And I'm pretty sure it's because that's one of the first I played. Well, you know, I've gone the wrong way, but we can just walk across the bay. And then sometime after Knights of the Old Republic, I'm pretty sure I played Fallout. And then Fallout 2. Up until that point, though, I'd been mostly playing first-person shooters, flight simulators, racing games, big into racing games, like actual proper car racing games. Like I played a fuckload of Project Gotham Racing on the Xbox, for one thing. I remember that big time. But also like arcadey racing games like Wipeout and Roll Cage. Oddly went through a bit of a water game racing thing with, I remember playing Powerboat Racing and Hydro Thunder. Anyone remember those? Yeah, I've taken care of Ralamhlan. Glad you went about this the right way. I'm sure Regina won't be pleased, but why don't you talk with me once you're done with her? I've got a present for you. Alright then.
What say
You played Hydro Thunder back in the day? Yeah, man. I'm actually tempted to see if I can track down a copy of it again, because Hydro Thunder was fucking great. Hydro Thunder, Roll Cage, Wipeout. Man alive. Those were some games. Played a bit of Roll Cage, actually, at a friend of mine's house. I when I went to Nottingham a couple of weeks ago. It was more like 3 or 4 weeks ago now. While I was there, while we were sort of having a cup of tea and a sausage sandwich the morning after being out all night. We rolled up and played some Roll Cage on his PlayStation. It was lovely. It's still awkwardly difficult, just as I remembered it being. Okay. I did play some more grounded races as well, though. Like I said, Project Gotham Racing played a lot of. Need for Speed played a lot of. Rally Championship, I remember sinking a ton of time into as well. Where's the thing? It's down at the bottom, isn't it? You brought the evidence to that magistrate? I told you to bring it to me, Antonio. He'll just get off easy in those Hlalu courts. Regardless, let's discuss further orders. I need you to clear away a group of Dreg in Tain. I'm told the swarm moved in just now, and they're kicking up a great commotion in the town. Some Mazte shipment fell overboard the other day, and it's whipped them up into a frenzy. Get in the harbour and get rid of them before someone gets hurt. Okay. Can I have any advancement? No, apparently not. Probably just stop clowning around with the door. We have work to do. Drunk Dreg, yeah.
What say you? What say you? What say you?
What say you, indeed. Yeah, I played loads of those games. Flight simulators as well, so Microsoft Combat Flight Simulator, then the sequel, which was the Pacific one. Jane's World War II fighters. Bunch of strategy games. The original Shogun Total War, Age of Empires 2, Civilization 2, Test of Time. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. Oh, there they are. We're peckish and thirsty. I should fix that before we get into combat. Hold on, Mr. Dreg. I'm just going to have my lunch. Moon sugar coffee. Where did I pick that up? I don't remember getting that. Never mind. That'll put a bit of pep in our step. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, is that it? Doesn't sound like that's it. Oh no, there's another. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't drown, you moron. I think we did it. Yeah, we've slain all the drag. Alright, good. Now, I'm going to quick save before I do this, because occasionally this can instantly kill you. But not this time. Ever play Spellforce? I played the demo for Spellforce. I played the demo. I think I own Spellforce and Spellforce 2 from GOG, but I was never able to get them to work. They just refused to launch when I tried to run them up on my PC. I also remember playing a lot of Dungeon Siege 2. That was fun. Another Diablo-style hack-and-slash type RPG. What else? Tomb Raider, obviously. Spyro. On the old PlayStation. Ever played Anvil of Dawn? I have played a little bit of Anvil of Dawn, yeah, it's pretty darn good. As first-person dungeon crawlery type RPGs go. Anvil of Dawn is an absolute classic. Alright, I dealt with the dreg. Good work, here's your pay. Now let's get to some more pressing orders. I have urgent and sensitive orders for you, Knight Bachelor. I need you to free an enslaved citizen at the Savrethi Distillery. Really? As an Imperial citizen, Jizier has been illegally enslaved at the Savrethi Distillery. Go to the distillery and demand his freedom. If you can spring a few of the other slaves there, feel free. I can't order you to do that, of course, but I'm willing to look the other way in this case. Speak with Cathelamar downstairs, who knows the way to the distillery. Wow, this is an unexpected crossover event!
What say you? What say you? What say you?
What say you? You git? Get out of my face! What were the chances, eh? Alright. The distillery is not difficult to find. Make your way to Manan through Andorthran by Strider. Then follow the road east until it forks south. It should be the end of the road. Difficult to miss. I'm pretty sure we've got a... a map marker for this place. One last thing, if I know Regina, and I do, then I know she's probably encouraged you to make an effort to free some of the distillery's other slaves. I would advise you not to go through with any such thing. Not that I condone slavery, of course, but if it comes to be known that a legionnaire engaged in vigilante abolitionism, then the consequences will be dire for you and for the Empire. Use your better judgment. Now we're on your way. I don't know, man. I think I'm tempted to free them slaves. Right, so the distillery. I think that's it, Savrethi Distillery right down there. Yeah, we've got a map marker for it. New lore for the Oblivion LP. Mm-hmm. Jizier Origins in theaters this summer. What was Jizier's brother's name? It's Sphere. Sphere is the guy who... He's an NPC in the game. He's the guy who takes you to Solstheim in the Blood Moon DLC. You know, hurry, hurry, last boat to Solstheim until the next one. That's Sphere. He's that guy. Yeah, Nosy, it did. Yeah, you're remembering that correctly. Yeah, your class name changed depending on what skills you took. In Dungeon Siege. I didn't play an awful lot of Dungeon Siege 1. I did play shitloads of Dungeon Siege 2 though, which is the one where you start off in the jungle with all the dryads. I really like that game. Unfortunately, it has a bit of a glitch where it doesn't really work on modern systems because you have no mouse cursor, I think, on the main menu. I think there might be a fix for that, though, somewhere. I should probably give it a try. Because I kind of adore Dungeon Siege 2. As Diablo-style action RPGs go, it's possibly my favourite. Because it has that kind of click on all the enemies until they die and then loot loads of stuff gameplay, but it also is party-based, and you have party NPCs, and they're all Baldur's Gate-style NPCs with, you know, backstories and stuff. The one where you end up with a huge group. Yeah, it's the one where famously you can have a pack mule in your party that's literally just a mule that carries your stuff around with you. And you can give it a name if you want to. And you can have pets as well. I have played Path of Exile once, years and years and years ago, Sarah. It was alright. I suppose one of these days I should probably check out Diablo 4. My brother absolutely loves it. He's a big Diablo aficionado. But the weird thing about Diablo is that I've always preferred the games that spawned as a result of it more than Diablo itself. Dungeon Sieges and Dark Alliances and Torchlights of the world. PoE is your most played game after World of Warcraft. Wow, fair enough. Titan Quest. Oh, hell yeah, man. Titan Quest is a good one. Titan Quest 2, is that a thing they're making then, officially? That's fantastic news. Oh, Grim Dawn! Yeah, Grim Dawn's good. I've played a chunk of Grim Dawn as well, I enjoyed that. Was that made by the same people as Titan Quest? I don't remember. I remember it playing very similarly to Titan Quest. Yeah, Grim Dawn's great. Oh, you know, I'm thinking I might have to reinstall Titan Quest after this stream is done. I might have to reinstall Titan Quest. I wonder if it works on the Steam Deck, because if it does, then boom, that's all my free time gone. It works on mobile. Wow, okay. I don't really play those types of games for the looting, I have to admit, Brohomild. That's sort of an ancillary element of it for me. It's mostly just about the fact that I do find it just immensely satisfying to click on monsters until they die. I can't really explain to you why. It's just a thing. It's just so satisfying. Just go around in a top-down camera view, clicking on things until they die. It just feels good. Click enemy, make them go boom, happy endorphins. Yeah, also, have we just sneezed? We've got the flu! How did that happen? Is it because we're wet and it's cold or something? We've got a cold! Antonia's got the flu! Will a cured disease help with that? Yes. No! Uh-oh. Well, I have a feeling the flu isn't a blight disease. Well, oh gosh, we better find an inn. We need somewhere to rest. Blankets and hot soup, yeah? Gold cannet tea? Is that seriously the only way we can solve it? Because that's kind of annoying if that's the case. Or are you just making a funny joke about needing tea for a flu or a cold? In which case, fair enough. But I mean, we can actually make gold cannet tea in the game, so that's that's why I'm there's some gold cannet right there. I guess we'll give it a go. Can't find a goddamn inn anywhere. And the tea works for each Ashfall disease, I see. I saw a thing called the Dancing Cub here, that might be our best bet. So we need to go across the bridge this way. It's currently visible on Steam as coming soon. Oh, sweet. Hello, Verix. Yeah, we can make tea. In fact, I think I need to because my character has the flu. And apparently you can fix it by drinking gold cannet tea. So I've got some gold cannet flowers. I just need to find an inn so we can rest somewhere. And maybe a fire so I can put the old teapot on there and get to work. You guys got a cooking fire in here somewhere? I'm not sure it's that kind of establishment, to be honest with you, actually, looking at the place. sod this. Have we got any firewood? I don't think we do. Gold cannet or crushed fiber? Uh-oh. I hope it's gold cannet, because crushed fiber is going to be a little trickier to get our hands on right now. Oh, we no longer have the flu, ladies and gentlemen. It passed. That feels a bit weird. Alright, never mind then. Never mind. Problem solved. What the hell were we doing? Forget about it, yeah. Very strong immune system. We did drink a cure disease potion. I suppose we could pretend that that helped. Now then. We're going this way. And, for the sake of helping ourselves later, I'm gonna grab some of this random firewood lying around and use it later, now when we actually do need to make a fire. Yep, whoopsie daisy. What did I just do? Oh. Accidentally activated the floaty belt. I guess we're levitating on the rest of the way. Oops! Bum bum ba bum bum bum. Airborne assault on the Quama Forager. Alright then, let's find Jizier, ladies and gentlemen. This unexpected crossover. Let's have a look. Cathalmar discouraged me from freeing any slaves from the distillery besides Jizier. Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know what hype chat is, mate. Honestly, I haven't paid enough attention. This is Jakala. Excuse me, everybody. Whatever Antonio had, it was contagious, apparently. Hi, Happy. I don't suppose the key's around here, is it? No, that would be a bit silly if it was, I suppose. Jizier, he never talks about it either. Painful memory. Jizier does not wish to talk about the time he was enslaved. It was a bad time. Hello, Saku. Hello, douchebag. Hello, guard. I suppose we could ask him about where Jizier is. Except there's no dialogue option for it.
We're watching you, scum.
Dr. Perry, hello. Excuse the yawning. Oh my god, apologies to everybody else who is about to yawn as a result of me doing that. Yes, you are watching me, scum. Thanks for the 11 months, man. Good to see it. Now then, where the hell's this damned slave? And can we get a key from somewhere? A detect key spell would be pretty handy right about now, wouldn't it? What is going on with the lighting in here? That's kind of weird. You yawned. Yeah, sorry about that. My apologies. Okay, he hates us. Very good. Dude, we've talked about your personal space issues before. When are you going to get the message?
Of course. What may I do for you?
If I were a key, where would I be? Probably behind one of these locked doors. No, hello. Mudsgrow Maraguk. Captain of the Guard. Bet he's got a key. Lalsa Vathras.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, check it out.
Can I help you?
Open ebony helm. That's new. Oh, thanks, Nosy. I don't know what on earth you just did there, but there's a big green thing on my screen now. I'm much appreciated. I kind of want that helmet, you know. Anyway, yeah. Hello, Antonio. Is it very fine? Welcome to the Vathras plantation. Take a look around. I don't mind tourists, or if you're interested in some work, perhaps you'd like to help me with my servant. I've just realized we're not in the right place. Aha! That will explain a lot. We're supposed to be at the distillery, not the plantation. That's hype chat. Okay. Oh, it's like super chat, isn't it? It's YouTube super chat. They've literally just copied that, haven't they? That's what it is. Now it all makes sense. Another very nice view. We were digging in the wrong place. We actually want to be over there. Or possibly over there. Yes, I was going to say, I think you've probably got that under control. Oh, thanks, Dr. Fat. Appreciate the kind words. I suppose it is weekend morning cartoons in a way, isn't it? I mean, for you guys, it is the morning, right? So. Funny thing is, if I lived in America, I'd never be able to watch my own streams because I'm usually not very compos mentis on a weekend morning. If you look at the old man, he's inside. Drabar is already free. The old man set this one free a long time ago, but Drabar didn't leave him like the others. The old man was always good to Drabar, and he needs help more now more than ever. Oh, I see. Who is this old man?
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
Welcome to Verano Farmhouse, Antonio. How can this old dunmer help you? Garnus Verano is my name. This is my home. I've lived here all my life. Even though my eyes have started to fail me, Drabar helps me keep this farm running. That might be the thumbnail right there. Yeah, I'm thinking that could be the thumbnail image. Fact. Just back it up slightly. Publius. There we go. That'll save me a bit of trouble later. I mean, I have to go through the video looking for a still image. Should remember to do that more often. Alright, here's the distillery. Now we just gotta look for Jizier. And find a key, presumably. Enslaved citizen. Yes, Bazazan knows of Jizier. Who knows where he has gone? He is a sneaky cat, and Bazazan does not trust you yet. What good is bribing a slave, eh?
We're watching you.
Little Blind Mouse, thank you very much for the 2 years on the dot of subbage. So we've been asked this a bunch, but is there any intention to play more Dragon Age? Not at the moment, no. I think with Baldur's Gate 3 in our very immediate future on the channel, I don't see a lot of room for Dragon Age at the moment. Try not to play too many games that are too similar all at once on the channel, if I can help it. You need to know about Jizier? Look for Draras. He should be out in the fields watching the slaves work, if he manages this sort of thing. Okay, Draras. So many good games, so little time to play them all. I know, right? I mean, it's when people ask me about, like, if I'm going to do a campaign with a certain Total War mod, and it's just like, I'd really like to, but there's like 20 different Total War campaigns I want to do. And I don't know how I'm ever going to find time for them all before I die. So, there he is. Don't think we've been introduced down under. I'm Draras Savrethi. How can I help you? You're saying that Jizier was an Imperial citizen? That would make some sense, I suppose. I'd turn him over to you right now, but he sprung himself last night. I woke up in the morning, and he's nowhere to be found. What's worse, I think he took a slave key with him. If you track him down, I'll make it worth you a while to bring me that key. One of the other slaves might have a good idea about where to start. Okay. So then we're back to you again, aren't we? Maybe I'll try using that bug mask. Ah, damn. You want some gold? Yes, Bazazan knows of Jizier. He's a clever cat. Quite the acrobat. There's a valley south of here, containing the cave of Duda. Perhaps Jizier leaps up there to his escape, hides out for a time. Who can say? Alright, Duda. In the valley south of here. Yes. Hippity hoppity, I'm leaving this property. Goodbye. Just dedicate every waking hour to producing Total War campaigns. Simple. There's enough content there for me to basically turn the channel into nothing but Total War videos, admittedly. And I wouldn't run out of things to do, but that's not the plan. Before you panic. Do you mind, you stupid hunger? Harumph. Looking for a cave entrance. Once again. Not for the first time today. I suppose this is a cave entrance, is it? No, it's not. Where's the floaty belt? This terrain is irritatingly vertical. Reminds me of the Reach in Skyrim. Hello, Ray Caitlin. How you doing? Publius, do you see any cave entrances, my dude? How far south is this valley? Because, when an NPC in this game says to the south, sometimes it's not entirely clear how far south they mean. We're talking like a kilometer, or are we talking 20 kilometers? Back in college, watching you and doing some homework. Huh. Glad to hear it. Oh, hello. There's an Ashlander camp. It's not what I was looking for, but that's cool. Wonder if they've seen the guy. Welcome to our tribe, Outlander. I hope you'll be more civilized than the local Hlalu nuisance. Be courteous and act with respect, and you should be welcomed. It is a simple request, but not one that has proven far too difficult for people like Mandaris Savrethi to grasp. He's been causing frustration for our tribe for some time. I believe someone should step in to teach him a lesson. Keep this between me and you, Antonia, but I plan to poison the water that is supplying his precious plantation. Unfortunately, I know that the tribe would never allow it. His accursed distillery saps the water that is ours by right, and his farming disrupts the land. We have entreated him to reconsider his ways, but he responded with mockery. This cannot stand any longer. I have a poison that will sour his precious soil and wither his vines, although I know the tribe leaders would not sanction such treachery. You are not bound by our customs, Outlander. Would you do this tribe this great service? No, sorry. If I was playing as Fathis, hell yeah, but I'm not, so no. I know, right? V. It's a bit silly, isn't it? It's just the good old disposition system in action. I've said it before, but my god, do I love how persuasion works in Starfield compared to literally every other game Bethesda's ever done. I really enjoy the persuasion minigame in Starfield, if you really want to call it a minigame, I suppose.
You won't escape me that easily.
I had one of those attempts to persuade an NPC in Starfield the other day, where like you keep repeatedly failing to convince them, and you need to basically, it gets to the point where you've only got like one more attempt left, and the persuasion bar is like virtually empty, so you have to go for the really difficult Hail Mary option. And I did it, and I actually got lucky on the dice roll, and it actually worked. It was amazing. Oh, this is interesting. This is not what we're looking for, but it's interesting. Yeah, there's often multiple options, isn't there, that are the same level of difficulty, and I feel like you have to not just focus on the difficulty of the persuasion option, but also read the text and think about what you're actually saying to the guy as well. I could be wrong, but I feel like that makes a difference sometimes. Distraction alert, yes. Cursed rat, get out of my way. The Isle of Dusk. Okay, we're totally checking this place out, just not right now. Oh, it's like an Azura shrine. I guess that's the Isle of Dawn over there. Just a hunch. Just gonna kill this rat for a sense of completion. There we go. Oh, there's another entrance here. Broken halls. Okay. Oh, this place looks super interesting. It's just is not what we're here for, you know. It has a map marker at least, so I know where to come if I want to actually explore this later, which I think I do. The digipicking minigame, though. You know what? Lockpicking minigames are always kind of a pain in the ass, but I like the digipick minigame more than the old Skyrim Fallout 3 style one. For what it's worth. The digipick annoys me less. Although, having said that, I don't have the perks to let you try and unlock, like, advanced and master locks. So I've never tried an advanced or master lock with the digipick before. So they could be super annoying, and I have just no idea yet. Also, I like, by the way, that you do actually need to take, you know, you need to upgrade your lockpicking skill effectively. I know we don't have skills in Starfield, you have perks, but I like that effectively you have to upgrade your lockpicking skill to be able to actually even attempt the locks, you know, rather than you just being able to kind of have at it anyway. And basically, therefore, ignore lockpicking as a skill entirely. There's a lot of, like, all the skill/perk things in Starfield, all of them seem vaguely worth taking as well. That's something I feel they did a really good job with in that. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of useless skills. They all seem like they're worth taking for one reason or another. Like, when I level up and I've got a point to spend, I spend a chunk of time sitting there staring at it thinking really seriously about which one I want the most. Right, we're back here again. Apparently there's a valley to the south. Just been up there. Didn't really find a valley. Let's try this direction. Maybe... Oh, this looks more promising. Ah, here we go. This is what we were meant to find. Whoa. Thanks for the money. A guide to Balmora just randomly in here, along with a bunch of other junk. That's another NPC with vampire sound effects for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. Something definitely seems to be broken in my install. So, what happened here? Did he run into this cave and then accidentally discover that... Oh, it's full of outlaws. Hello, Jizier. Adventurer does not look so well. Maybe she wants to speak with Healer instead. That is Jizier, yes. Okay. Are you supposed to... Oh. Is this guy supposed to have a greeting that's being overridden?
What does it want?
Tunnel cough. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. Here we go. Jizier sees you, friend, and notices you are no friend of these brigands. Jizier was set upon by these scoundrels just moments after escaping. Might we travel together and leave this place? This one would like to leave very much. If you will lead the way, Jizier will follow. Thank you, kind Imperial. Lead the way to freedom. Alright, Jizier, come on, man. Let's get you out of here. I need to get you back to Cyrodiil so you can go join the Fighters Guild and do all that stuff. You know, go rescue Kvatch, etc. Jizier in trouble again, yes. Whoa! Ah, the sun. You're alright, man. That's not the sun. That's called the stars, and those are called moons. Thank you, kind Imperial, for your help. Take this, the key to the plantation's braces. Do with them what you will. Jizier will be leaving this cursed land now. Yes. Getting on a boat and going to Cyrodiil, I think. Well, happy trails, Jizier. We'll see you in the next Oblivion video. Ah, crazy. What are the chances of him having the same name, eh? Maybe there's lots of Jiziers. Maybe it's a name like John, you know? It's quite a common Khajiit name. It's funny to think it's the same guy, though. I'm not going to free all the slaves. I am going to free the guy who told us where Jizier was, though. Here you go, bud. Take that few hundred gold I gave you as a bribe and get on out of here. Before anybody notices. We're going to get chewed out for this, but it's quite Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards. I've been chewed out before. Is this one of those weird carrots? Yeah. Hamum root. Yum yum. Just Abraham Lincoln. You have so much fun with Vasco calling you by your last name. Yeah, that's quite fun, isn't it? I made, as you saw when I did this, that one Starfield stream, I made Vera Blake my Starfield character. From, you know, the character from the Neverwinter Nights series I did, basically. I decided to make her my debut Starfield character, and Vasco actually calls her Captain Blake. Which surprised me when it first happened, but it's pretty cool. And it's smart enough to recognize surnames as well, because I typed in as an actual name in character creation as Vera Blake, you know, first name, second name. And Vasco is smart enough to understand that the second one is your surname, so he just calls her Captain Blake. And for some reason I never noticed the Dwemer ruins here before. That's different. Come on, let's get back to the fort, and then I think we'll call it a day. And then next time when we come back, we'll obviously do some more Legion quests, but also we're gonna go check out that interesting looking Dahrk shrine. Did you get into Cyberpunk 2077? I did. I don't have the time to do another Cyberpunk playthrough right now. I probably will at some point though, because I did enjoy that game, even though most of the world was busy bashing it, because, and rightfully so in some cases, because it really did run abominably badly on those old consoles. But I did enjoy Cyberpunk quite a lot, and you know. The new update, the 2.0 update, and Phantom Liberty both look pretty cool. So I don't have plans to play it right now, but I'll get around to it at some point, I'm sure. Too many games, man. What do we got? Like Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, Jagged Alliance 3, which I've barely touched because I've been busy with other stuff. Total War Pharaoh's coming out in October. There was Armored Core 6. What else? It's been a busy time of year for games this year, hasn't it? And it's, you know, in the run-up to Christmas, I suppose it is often quite busy for games, but it just happens to be lots of games I'm actually interested in for once this year. Cyberpunk. Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't want to keep selecting my spear by accident at the moment. Curse my lack of marksman skill. Oh, I thought for a minute there Publius was dead. No, we're good. He's fine. Just took a bit of a wallop. Right. Tane this way. Here we go. Although, actually... Yeah, no, we want to go this way for the actual fort. I have to say, Pharaoh's the thing I'm really hyped about at the moment. I'm really looking forward to that. That's the next big one on the horizon that I'm super invested in. I hope it doesn't suck. I don't think it will, though. I like pretty much everything I've seen about it so far. Seems like it's definitely borrowing a lot of mechanics from Crusader Kings, which is definitely a good thing as far as I'm concerned. Maybe not mechanics exactly, but it's borrowing a lot of concepts from Crusader Kings. Alright. Yeah, we dealt with the Where's the dialogue topic for it? There isn't one, is there? Whatever.
What say?
Sniff, sniff to you too.
What say you?
Here we go. News about Jizier? Offer the key to his braces. He's free. You've got good judgment giving this to me. I'll see to it this key makes its way back to the distillery. When you're ready, we can talk about your most important orders yet. Well, that'll have to wait for next time. Although we've been given the silver gavel of blind justice, apparently. Whatever the heck that is. Blunt weapon two-handed. Constant effect, blind 10% on self, fortify strength 10 points on self. Whoa, that's kind of nuts. I mean, I don't have a lot of use for it right now, madam. It's a big heavy warhammer that I don't really need. But pretty cool, though. Definitely pretty cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, cliffhanger time. As Publius continues to be utterly confounded by the concept of the door. Folks, it's been a pleasure. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if there's someone we can raid. Right, we're gonna raid Jo. What is she playing at the moment? Looks like she's playing Half-Life 2. So we're gonna go raid Jo. We haven't raided Jo in ages. So head on over there, say hello for me, ladies and gentlemen. Watch a bit of Half-Life 2 if that's your jam. I will see you guys on Thursday, where we will be... My current plan for Thursday is that we're going to cover another Total War mod of some description. Now, I'm thinking it's either going to be... We're either going to take a look at Age of Bronze, which just recently came out for Rome 2, or... we might take a look at some of the old Rome Remastered mods that are available as well, because there's loads of those that are worth taking a look at. And I'm struggling to decide, really, but I got a really good reception from that Arthurian Total War stream we did. So I think it would be nice to just every Thursday do a little Total War mod showcase, because there's so many of them out there, and I'm very passionate about all of them, because as I've said before, I have a background in the Total War modding community myself. I did a lot of Rome Total War modding back in the day. And actually I did a little bit for Medieval 2 and Empire as well, actually, come to think of it. But so I'm very passionate about Total War mods, and it would be quite nice to go through a lot of my favourites every week and show you them and tell you what's great about them. So I think that might be what we're doing on Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday will be more Baldur's Gate, and Sunday will once again be this. We'll be checking out these really important orders. Anyway, toodle pip, everybody.